tuning in to the Copacetic Hour. Why don't you just chill?
Everything copacetic?
Yeah, copacetic.
This is the Copacetic Hour. Why don't you just chill? Why don't you just chill?
Yes, this is the Copacetic Hour, meaning everything is fine, cool, and collected in an excellent order. This podcast is an area for open discussion and not for the weak-hearted nor the simple-minded. Although we may not always agree, we will always exemplify respect. And at the same time, nobody, and I do mean nobody, is exempt from getting these jokes. Everything is copacetic. Yeah, so this is your boy 5. This is the first official episode. I do got 2 episodes out there that are like ghost episodes. If I ever blow up, I'll let them free. We got a couple guests here on the Copacetic Hour for the first time. Well, the first episode.
NMB.
We got NMB.
GG. I guess since we're all going by letters, why not? Letters and numbers.
All right. First topic of today that we want to discuss was, the first game back for the Lakers, Kobe ceremony. I know Kobe's been,
R.I.P. Kobe, for real.
he's been gone for about a week, a little over a week now.
Yeah.
Just over a week.
Him and Gigi, it's tragic. I think that the ceremony, I feel like Usher did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
He what was this thing, Amazing Grace? He saw him.
His rendition of Amazing Grace was literally amazing.
It was amazing.
It was the best I've ever heard that song sung, and
Yep.
I don't know, it just definitely paid tribute.
Because I never heard it past like the first part, you know what I'm saying? And he really didn't even sing past the first part, but he did a lot of runs and everything, so I thought it was really nice.
No, it was good. The slideshow that they had after that, it tore me up.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Gigi was crying.
I cried through the whole show. I've never cried at an NBA game, but I cried. I'm always an empathetic person, so definitely.
Gigi will cry for a nigga she ain't never met before.
But it's different when it's somebody that has an impact on your life. That's the whole reason why the world is mourning his death.
Right.
Yeah, it's just man.
It's kind of funny because you never really know how much impact somebody has, especially when you never met them.
Exactly.
Until certain situations like this come, and then, you be heartbroken. For real.
I was I'm not a Kobe fan.
Yeah, me either. Not at all.
I'm a LeBron fan. I didn't hate Kobe, but I would talk smack when him and LeBron being compared because LeBron, that's my guy. But when something serious like this happens, all that goes out the window. It even changed my mindset and how I even want to discuss who's the greatest and all that. I don't want to talk ill will about Kobe or Jordan or LeBron anymore. I just want to enjoy, what we have because they could be gone. You know what I'm saying? That's so crazy. I never even thought about. I saw Tyrann Mathieu. He put a tweet we wasted 10 years arguing about Kobe and LeBron, who the best. Let's not do that for these next 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I totally was in full agreement with that.
I mean, I get what he's trying to say, but at the end of the day, it's still levels. It's some people that, you still got to,
And there's nothing wrong with having that conversation, but I guess it just goes as far as, disrespecting someone.
Right.
And disrespecting the legacy that they're leaving behind, because regardless of the great three, LeBron, Kobe, Jordan, regardless of who you say is the best out of those three, they're still Black icons. They will go down in history as a part of our culture.
Right.
So I don't think that just because one you feel is better than another, I don't feel like it's best to put somebody down who's still one of the greatest.
And we will not be putting any Black people down this month. This is Black History Month. Other than maybe Terry Crews, but we'll get into that.
Right.
We'll get into Terry Crews later.
So as far as the Lakers game went, I feel like the ceremony was done very tastefully, especially with it being done fairly short notice. It was only 5 days after the tragedy happened.
Right.
And they put it together for a very classy, star-studded event. Got everybody there that needed to be there.
Yeah. Well, most people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super Bowl, you know.
Exactly. There was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. That shot with all the jerseys, 24 on one side,
then 8
on
the
the other side. That was crazy.
The moment of silence, I was 24.2 seconds, 24 for Kobe and 2 for Gianna. That took me out. Like, everything was so symbolic, and it was very well thought out. The monument outside where fans were leaving.
Man, that's crazy, right? You know they had to replace those things 8 times.
I know
to
that.
leave room for more things that people were bringing.
I know they said it was like over like 3,000 basketballs or something like
that.
Basketball shoes, kid-size shoes, adult-size shoes, because of, one pair for Gianna, one pair for Kobe. It's like, man, can't be remiss to speak about the other 7 passengers that lost their life in the crash.
Definitely.
And I feel like, again, obviously those were not famous people who passed, so it wasn't breaking news.
A couple of them were pretty known in their own right.
Definitely known,
Kobe,
but not on the same stature.
Yeah.
But the Laker organization definitely did a good job of honoring all the lives that were lost in that tragedy.
Definitely.
So I thought that was really well done.
I was feeling LeBron like throwing the little, the PR people, hey, we got something for you to read, bro. Do this so we can get on.
I was messing with it. I still don't feel like he went. I know he had to keep it short and concise at the same time, but I still feel like LeBron, again, my favorite player too. I don't want to be biased. I feel like he could have went a little deeper in it. Still seemed like it was short and concise. So
I feel like a lot of it was maybe trying not to be emotional.
Yeah.
Further watching during the national anthem, he broke down.
Yeah.
And to be able to speak publicly, exactly, they were literally in tears. But to be able to speak publicly throughout, like, feeling that kind of trauma, sometimes it is best to keep it short and concise. If you think about giving your 2 minutes of remarks at a loved one's funeral, sometimes you want to say more, but you just have to keep it short and sweet. That way you can keep it short and sweet and, get on with it instead of breaking down in front of everybody.
Definitely. It said it was like 1,300 basketballs, which you brought up, 25,000 candles, 500 stuffed animals, 350 pairs of shoes.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
What do you think they're going to do with all of that?
I mean, if I was a homeless person, I'd go get me some shoes real quick.
No, but I definitely hope that the Laker organization does exactly what I believe Kobe would have done, and that's donated.
Kobe definitely would have donated. Kobe was involved in a lot of, like, fight for your rights, a lot of donations to the homeless. Like, he did a lot of stuff that he just never broadcasted.
Exactly.
And all that stuff. Even like how Nipsey died, like all this stuff starts coming out about how he was involved in helping the community and everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's dope.
Definitely.
That's dope.
I feel like a lot of celebrities, they might not show every good thing that they're doing because they're not doing it for that purpose, to get recognition for it.
Facts.
But you can tell that that's the kind of life that he lived in general, just based off of, like, the impact that he has, that his death has had. You can tell the type of life that he lived.
Now, I heard that, I don't know where I was reading this. I read this somewhere, or maybe I heard it on YouTube, that they're going to keep those 2 seats that they had Gianna and Kobe's jerseys in and just mark those off for the rest of the year so nobody can sit in those seats.
That'd be really sweet.
Yeah, that definitely would be a good idea. How deep do you think people are, like, impacted outside of the U.S.? Like Kobe being from Italy,
right,
or living in Italy.
Right.
Yeah.
How much of an impact do you think it was, not just on the United States but on a world scale? Because, like, when I'm looking at the news, I just see just the NBA for the most part.
Right. Now, I saw there's a lot of international players, a few soccer players that, changed their number or made posts on Instagram. Even like, what's this famous soccer player? Not Messi, but
Was it Beckham?
Not a soccer fan.
I'm not either. I only know, like, Messi and Beckham. That's it. I don't even know what David Beckham looks like. I just remember Bend It Like Beckham. The movie.
I think David Beckham did write something too. Honestly, it was but a few players all around the world, they were making things. Even a soccer player, not soccer player, tennis player, they were wearing Kobe's. whole bunch of stuff. Everybody pretty much around the world was showing love.
There were even some international Kobe tributes.
Yeah.
Beyond LA, there were things going on. Let me see. Yeah, the New York Post had shared an article that was global monuments. Let's see, things were going on. There was.
I saw a Saudi prince.
Mm-hmm.
He put up a post for Kobe.
Yep, there was a Spanish soccer team in
a
Barcelona.
prince in Saudi Arabia.
There was David Beckham's tribute. Argentina had a tribute. Jamaica had a tribute. So it definitely impacted people on a global scale.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all around the world. Kobe, he touched a lot of things. You know, so I don't know if he knew it was going to be like that, but he definitely touched a lot of places.
Who was that I was watching? I can't think of the player, but I was watching ESPN, and he was saying, like, basically, Kobe spoke this. He used to say he wanted to win.
T-Mac.
It was T-Mac. He
T-Mac.
was saying how Kobe wanted to win and be immortalized.
Yeah,
like,
he wanted to die young. When they were younger, he was talking. T-Mac was saying how Kobe used to talk about how he wanted to die young so he could be immortalized. That's crazy.
It's crazy. Looking in retrospect now, it's like, did he speak that? But I think this was just like a freak accident that,
it's a freak accident. He did say that when he started having kids and stuff, you know, his mindset changed. You know what I'm saying? Which it is. When you're young, you say stupid shit.
Exactly. You do. You do.
Yeah.
That's true.
And so I do believe, you know, you speak things into existence, your thoughts become your words, and you speak it out, and it can become true.
Definitely.
You know?
I feel like we got to see a lot of different types of Kobe. But most recently, we got to see Kobe the dad. And I don't think Kobe the dad was planning on leaving this soon, especially not leaving his, 7-month daughter behind.
Yeah.
Along with 2 other girls and his wife. That's not what he wanted. Whether it would be he would be immortalized or not, it's just not what he wanted.
Soccer player that I was talking about, his name is Neymar. Yep.
Still don't know.
Don't know.
Sorry, Neymar.
Neymar. He scored a goal. They had a penalty shot. He scored the goal, and he put up the 2-4 for Kobe and everything. It was dope. Now, the Lakers, bro.
I really wanted them to win that game.
I wanted them to win, man.
I was so sad.
It would have been a good win just off the simple fact coming at the ceremony, but you got to give Dame his props.
Oh yeah,
Dame was killing them.
He had an amazing game. Like, what are you gonna say?
48 points, bro.
And what was that, like the third or fourth game in a row?
Yeah, he been killing. I think he just had 51 yesterday too. Low-key. He been killing.
Now, if Steph Curry and Clay was in there, they would not be giving Dame his props like this.
Not at all. Not at all. It's crazy, but I don't know what's going on with LeBron. Like,
well, LeBron is getting older, so you got to think it's a lot about load management. It's about lasting. So if you got AD on your team, and AD you see what he was doing at the Pelicans. He was handling the Pelicans,
AD
carrying
had a
them.
good game that game versus Trailblazers. He had a good game, but if LeBron don't play well, I don't give a damn how many points AD got.
That's the thing.
Can't win.
That's the thing when it comes to load management and you relying on Lakers don't have enough pieces. Let's be honest.
So they need another scorer.
They need
Kuzma
Iggy.
too inconsistent.
They need Iguodala. Iggy.
What's that nigga name?
Bambada Dada. They need Iggy for sure.
I like Iggy. Iggy to me, he more of a defensive stopper. They need Iggy, and they need a nigga who can put the ball in the basket.
Oh, you say Kyle Kuzma too influenced out there? He got out there.
Bro, Kyle Kuzma.
He not focused.
That nigga, he be walking around like he not from Flint, Michigan. Like,
no, it's something in the water. It's something in the water.
Now, bro. This nigga got the Cisco going. This nigga be wearing, the fashion. He be wearing the fashion shit. That's what I'm gonna say. The fashion.
Mr. Extra.
Yeah, he trying to compete with Russell Westbrook with his outfits. You know what I'm saying?
You seen the was that Christmas when he had the disco little fit on, looking like Grease?
Yeah. They said somebody was like, "You got to change before you come in the locker room."
Come on now, Kuz, you gotta bring it back for Michigan. You can't be embarrassing us like that.
Yeah, he a whole different breed out there, bro. Let's go crazy. Man. But I don't know. LeBron, like, even like the next game versus the Kings, like, okay, he had a triple dub, but it was one of like them fake triple dubs.
You think he losing his step?
I don't know if he losing his step or if he really just affected by this Kobe shit, like,
Or a combination?
or a combination of it all. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely think LeBron is losing.
I mean, he losing a step, of course. Of course. He's not old LeBron. Don't get it twisted.
No, he's old LeBron.
Oh, yeah, he's old LeBron, definitely. He's not the LeBron we know. But I just feel like he was worse than normal old. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was, like, he wasn't into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I feel like, again, they need more pieces. So
yeah. So next thing that came up, the Super Bowl, bro. The Super Bowl. Super Bowl is. See, me, I like football, so I like defense. I don't mind defense. You know what I'm saying? So a low-scoring game, 10-10 first half. I was telling Gigi, like, man, it's like they starting over. It's a second half for all the marbles, baby. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
Definitely. I would say it was probably one of the best Super Bowls of my life. If we could have swapped that halftime performance out for Beyonce's in 2017, it would have actually been the best halftime or the best Super Bowl of my life.
You think so?
Yeah,
huh?
I do. I actually am a football fan, and that was a great game.
It was a good game.
It was awesome to be able to, like we were saying during the game, restart at halftime, and it's like, all right, it's a new game all over again. Anybody has this. Neither team goes into the locker room feeling like it's over. Everybody has a fair shot coming back out, and you get to see players play at their hardest.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes definitely destroyed the Madden curse. Went out there and won the Super Bowl. Thank God that he didn't have the Drake curse and the Madden curse all at one time.
Shout out to him for being the third black quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
shout out to that.
Black History Month.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because, Drake, I don't know. He making niggas lose.
Yeah, the Drake curse is not to be played with.
Drake is a hype beast. He just want to be a part of everything. Like, man, just relax.
He already made the Ravens.
Yeah.
Damn, Drake. Yeah.
But about that halftime show, I definitely wasn't a fan either. G.
Not a fan? No. I was just,
Hey, I represented for the Latino community. I am.
It's Black History Month.
Somewhat
I am
Latino.
all for the Latino.
I'm all for the Latino
I am all
community.
for the Latino community. I am actually a J-Lo fan. I love J-Lo's performance in that. She is 50.
Yeah, she is 50.
Is she 50 or 51?
Yeah, something like
Shakira,
that.
43.
Yep.
Both of them can still dance better than I can on my best days. They have better knees and joints than me, so shout out to them.
Right.
But it just wasn't for me.
Your ass would have went out there and broke a leg.
Who was old boy that came out and was rapping?
Bro, I don't know.
I still don't know who that was.
I feel like he the dude that was on the Cardi B song. I was like, damn, they really just go take Cardi B song like that.
I was like expecting Cardi to pop out like, yes, this is it. And then she did it. And I was like, oh, this isn't it. This is not it at all.
Looking like that. That nigga just got.
Okay.
I'm like, damn.
And then on top of that, I hate to go back, but they didn't give Kobe a ceremony.
They didn't give Kobe a ceremony. I
there
could
was
have
no
sworn
shout out. Like, not even
something.
the
Nobody
mention.
came out with a jersey or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
I thought it was gonna happen. They NFL, fuck them niggas, dog.
I mean, that's a bit much, but all right.
But it started out good as far as music performances, though. Yolanda Adams killed it. I never heard Demi Lovato sing before that.
Really?
She did a good job.
Demi can sing, yeah.
She did a really good job. It wasn't Whitney Houston,
No.
but she did a really good job.
Y'all gonna hate me right now.
You don't know who
You
Demi
don't know
Lovato
who?
is?
Nah. What did she sing?
So Demi
national
Lovato. Oh my goodness.
I'm saying, like, besides that.
I don't know. You have to ask Gigi.
So Demi
you barely know who Demi Lovato is.
she's a child star from Disney. She was on a lot of different Disney shows and movies growing up. She was most recently famous for regaining her sobriety after having a cracked out episode. And she has recovered.
What's up with the Disney crack attacks? Is that like?
There must not be the best working environment or something
a lot
going
of
on at
niggas do be
Disney.
going crazy, right?
Going crazy.
It's only
man.
a couple of them that ain't
I'm gonna have
weird.
to steal that term though, Brody. Crack attacks. I like that.
Crack
Like,
attack.
man.
Oh, what happened to Cuz? Oh, you know, he had one of them crack attacks. I'm stealing that.
He got
Crack
the little
attack.
Disney syndrome going on right now, man.
Man,
Yes.
my favorite commercial though for the Super Bowl was my nigga Aquaman.
Bro, when he took his hair off,
Oh man, that was so funny, bro. He took his
it
all
was
the muscles
hilarious.
off, nigga.
It
I
was
need
like
to
this
do
whole
some
thing with a
like
costume.
digital shit for the podcast, or I just walk into the house and take my belly off and shit.
You are ridiculous.
I walk in and take my belly off, like, damn, nigga, why you walking around like that?
I know all the ladies watching that commercial because Aquaman is a sex symbol.
Yeah, that nigga like 6'6", got
Right.
long hair. He
Took
married to a
it-
black
he-
woman.
He was like wearing a
Oh, he
toupee
goated.
practically. Took his toupee off, takes his muscles off, and then you see him trying to do
Yeah, he's trying to do the bench.
trying to do some bench
And-
presses.
And, what's her
And-
name off the Cosby's?
His wife,
His wife. What's her name off the Cosby's?
Lisa
though?
Bonet.
Lisa Bonet.
Yeah.
Mm.
She's over
Yeah,
here
that's his
trying
wife.
to grab
Yeah.
the
That one got him one,
yeah, that's his wife. She's over here trying to grab the bar for him because he's too weak.
Struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
because he took all his muscles off, so he couldn't lift the bar no more.
What So what commercial was they doing that for?
Bro, I have no fucking idea.
So maybe it wasn't the best commercial.
it wasn't the best.
I mean, it make you
commercial.
go back
It
and
was
look,
funny,
though.
It was talking about like having a place where you could be yourself at, and that place was at home. But I
have
still
no
don't
idea.
remember who the commercial was for.
Hold on, I gotta look it up now because
So maybe it was like honestly, I don't think it was the most effective, but it was funny.
I mean,
it was funny.
So would you go back and look it up and like,
I'm looking up now.
Right.
right? So they
Hold on.
Yeah. So
marketing
I'm
was-
still
yeah.
thinking about it. That's right. But I would say
His name is Jason Momoa.
yeah.
Jason Momoa,
Yep, that's his name, Jason Momoa. It was a Rocket Mortgage commercial.
Rocket Mortgage.
Yep. Man, that was the best commercial.
So my favorite commercial was probably my favorite commercial was the T-Mobile commercial with was it Anthony Anderson from Blackish?
Oh, with his mom.
With his mom.
Yeah,
Shout
that
out to
was a
Black
good one.
Moms. That was
Shout out to
so
Black
good.
Moms.
You know, I just like the fact that he made it family
Shout out
related.
to moms in general. Moms don't have a color.
I mean, my mom does, but
Yeah.
shout out.
I mean, I got
yeah,
a
shout
black
out to
mom,
moms.
but I mean, moms is just good in general.
Yeah, moms are awesome. But I like the fact that, you know, he's definitely in his most famous stage of life, and he, you know, incorporated his biological mother into the commercial and everything. And it was just funny. It had me cracking up the whole time, literally off of that 30 to 90 second commercial. I'm like, man, they need to put her on Blackish. She's
She was
good.
like, I'm at the club, it's still working in here.
Right. And literally, like, I think that was an effective commercial because we went out and got T-Mobile.
We
so.
did go out and get T-Mobile.
Y'all got
The
T-Mobile
next day, I
service?
swear, I hate Sprint, bro. I've been with Sprint since 7th grade.
Man, so I'm sorry. Five has had so many altercations with
Killing my
T-Mobile.
alter ego.
Well, you all right. They know who you are.
Yeah, but I hate Sprint. Like, I would go
You need to go look at his tweets.
in the Sprint store. I tweeted the CEO, everybody. CEO wrote me back too, by the way.
I mean, and it's crazy. They get you on the deals though. You can get any phone, any iPhone you want, but the service is terrible.
Service
For
is
$100 or whatever plus a month, it's definitely not worth it. I'll go get a Cricket, you know, and be.
I was paying way more than our bill for just me and her phones is like $240 something. T-Mobile is cheaper, and we got brand new phones, and it actually worked.
Exactly. I was able to use my phone like in my clinic at work. I was like, what?
Bro,
How does that work?
I've been with Sprint so long. I did not know that the technology was out where you could be on the internet and talking on the phone at the same
didn't know
time
that?
without
He
being
didn't
on Wi-Fi.
know.
I didn't even know that was possible because I had Sprint since 7th grade. Gigi was like,
no.
"Oh yeah, I can talk on the phone and be on the internet." I was like, "Oh shit, for real?
He didn't know it was possible. He was
Opening
like,
up
how
doors.
Are you serious?" I was like,
You was like, what? Do it again.
I was like, I had no idea it was even possible. And when she told me, then I was like, shit, damn, nigga, like, I didn't even know you could do that.
And you need to come over to Verizon. Nah, they not that expensive like everybody say, but the service is
A1.
One.
That's what I was heard. I heard.
I don't know, because
A1.
your mom be complaining about Verizon.
My mom do be complaining about Verizon.
The service is good, but the price,
I don't know.
it's still just a phone.
I'm feeling T-Mobile right now, as long as everything what they told me at the store fits. They gave me a third line for free.
Let me get that line.
No.
Verizon High. I was lying.
So
You're lying. You trying to come over now?
Eventually, I'm gonna have it so where people can call in the podcast.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what
that's
I'm saying?
dope.
We can
That's
do
a great
everything
idea.
live. You know what I'm saying?
Great idea.
But
So how far? Not to get off topic. How far are you trying to take the podcast?
I want to take it as far as it can go. Like I want it to be lucrative to a point where I don't have to work my job anymore.
Okay.
I am grateful for my job. God blessed me with a better job than my last job. Remember, we was in school.
Yeah.
I was working security, which I hated. I didn't get to do anything.
Nothing.
Third shift, going to school, working third shift. You know, whole life there. And then I wind up getting this job, which was like quadruple what I was making at the security job.
Literally.
But my job now, I've been doing it for like 3 or 4 years now. It's stressful.
Yeah.
It's stressful. I don't have any say so, and it's not hard. I need something to challenge my brain.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm the smartest person in the world, but I do have a college degree. I'm basically, it's basically a glorified factory worker in my opinion, what I'm doing now, especially the position I am in now, because I was in a different position, but I tried to stay with my boss that I had, and then I wind up getting switched with different bosses.
So, you know, are you trying to do podcasts as a business?
I am trying to do podcasts as a business.
What's your thought on it?
You know, I want to start a line, a branding name for my podcast, Copacetic Hour.
Okay. So we're going to have some merch coming?
We're going to definitely have some merch coming out for everybody to wear. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, hit me up if you want a T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? I can send you one out for branding.
Ladies, you can hit me up if you want a T-shirt. I don't know about that.
You know, any, businesses, if you want to promote on the podcast.
Definitely,
we will
especially
get you out
you know
here.
This month we probably gonna have some Black business specials. You know,
Black
hooking
business
people
specials, definitely.
So definitely
Speaking
DM
about
us.
branding for the podcast,
You are watching a master at work.
Speaking of branding, I am actually hosting the Build a Brand workshop. That's coming up this March 7th. It's going to be located in Lansing, Michigan. So there's a lot of cool things that we're going to be discussing in the Build a Brand workshop. Mainly, we're going to be focusing on those that are either rebranding or who are absolutely brand new entrepreneurs looking to start their business and trying to start out on the right foot. There are so many businesses that don't survive, and a big reason for that is because of inaccurate branding, or just stuff doesn't look right. If your stuff doesn't look right, you're not going to get clicks. Clicks don't convert to sales.
definitely.
You're going to get laughed at, and laughs don't convert to money unless you're in comedy. So the Build a Brand workshop going to be in Lansing, Michigan on Saturday, March 7th, 2020. It's going to be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. You are going to get a $50 graphic voucher and a professional headshot included. You're going to learn how to create and run your business legally. You're going to find the best financial platforms for your products and services, understand how to make social media work for you, and learn proven strategies to convert followers to paying clientele. You're going to develop your brand's identity with consistent graphics, marketing, and content, access client management templates to assist with quality customer service, and even subscribe to lifelong mentorship from 2 successful self-made serial entrepreneurs. Early registration is going on until February 14th and is only $99. You can get more information on the Copacetic page.
Chill out a little bit. Why don't you just chill out?
This is the Copacetic. This is the Copacetic Hour.
Why don't you just chill
Why
out?
don't you just
Listen.
chill? Why don't you just chill?
back to the podcast.
That was great. That's great, Gigi. And I just want to say, people, you all got to invest. If you can spend $100 on a pair of shoes, a pair of jeans, if you have a business, you should definitely be investing that $100.
Definitely
Won't
build your
even see
brand
that,
up.
yeah.
Definitely. I also want to just take the time to encourage people to support those smaller businesses.
Definitely.
You know, if you go to Walmart and you spend $12 to $20 on a shirt, Walmart doesn't even blink an eye at that. They don't know that.
Definitely.
If you order a custom shirt from an individual, Black-owned business, small business, not even really too much focus on the color, but just the fact that it's a small business, $20 could have helped somebody pay their groceries. It could have helped somebody get the lights back on. It could pay for ballet lessons for that week. So just make your dollar make an impact.
That's real. I be stealing them $12 shirts from Walmart, so I don't What you mean? They don't. You right? They don't see it.
You see what I'm saying?
Definitely. So instead of a hot girl summer, it's been a hot girl winter.
What are you talking about?
Definitely been a hot girl winter.
Say more.
You know what I'm saying? Meg Thee Stallion. Okay?
Oh man.
Meg Thee Stallion, she out here living her best life.
Living her best life.
She got Duval. You know, first, okay, she was with Moneybagg Yo. Oh, I was like,
Right.
okay, I fucks with Moneybagg Yo. You know what I'm saying? Then one day she just popped up with Trey Songz all over Trey Songz in the club, and I was like,
I mean, it's
could
Trey
see-
Songz.
I mean, I can see that.
I mean,
how
it's
that
Trey
could happen.
Songz.
You know, I can see how that could happen. You know, no,
This is still your girl.
yeah, Mr. Still Your Girl. No shade to Moneybagg. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm pretty sure it happens all the time. You know?
Literally.
Trey Songz just pop up with your one day. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. But then, like maybe 2-3 weeks later, maybe a month later, she in the car with Wiz, all smiling, Wiz cheesing, thinking he cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know. Taylor. And then yesterday, but popped the whole thing off. Twitter was going crazy. They laying in the bed, G-Eazy, you know, the Caucasian rapper. I like G-Eazy.
Yeah, he pretty cool, but it's the third day of Black History Month. Man.
Really, man? Come on now.
Third
Shouldn't have
day.
gone public beginning of March.
I'm talking about he was sucking on her cheek like a little baby or something. Like it was a nipple. He was like,
He was
in
going in
love.
on it. He was trying to take
He in love.
the makeup on her.
I mean,
off
could
her
you blame
face.
him? It is Megan.
I can't
You seen
blame him.
them thighs on him?
yeah, man.
He was lost under them boys. I would love to be lost under Megan's thighs.
I mean, if the opportunity presented itself, I wouldn't blame anybody.
Nah.
It's funny. Breaking news: Gigi did not want to talk about this, but I have to bring it up. Did you see what happened with Gervonta Davis?
Oh, I didn't
Snatching
want
his
to talk
girl-
about
his baby mama up.
this.
Yes, snatched her up, bro.
The question is, what did she do?
That's what I said.
Snatched her up. I was like, oh damn, what happened?
He had no discretion at all. Like
Nah.
right in the middle of the charity game. But
Bro, nigga she was with was like, oh hell no.
yeah, the dog next to him,
Yeah,
he
I
don't want no
want
problems.
no problems.
Nah, man, this nigga, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
See,
That nigga Gervonta walked in with that Chance the Rapper. You don't want no problems with no problems with me. You don't want no problems with no problems with me. That nigga was like, no. Got the fuck up out of there. The reason I
Man.
brought it up because I just got a message. It says Gervonta Davis has been charged with simple battery, domestic violence, following a viral video
Good.
appearing to show an altercation between Davis and the mother of his child.
And see, this is my biggest issue with the situation
Yeah.
in general.
Mm-hmm.
I hate, with a capital hate, seeing Black men put themselves in situations where they have altercations with police.
Definitely.
It is not safe out here. to
Just
be
not doing nothing.
Not doing anything. You can be completely in the right,
Yeah.
but to publicly show out, it doesn't matter what she did. It doesn't even matter how you handle yourself in private.
Nope.
In a public, it doesn't matter what your relationship is. I'm not even going to speak on that right now. But I hate seeing Black men put themselves in a position to have police have a right to mess with them. Like,
Yep.
like why?
I
And
think,
you're doing this publicly?
I think, which is kind of like stupid. When you reach a certain level of fame and money, you believe that you can't be touched. And
Yeah.
although
Anybody
been-
can be touched.
anybody
I was
can
going to say,
be
because the
touched. And
police
you've
don't
been
agree with
proven-
that.
That's what I was gonna say. You've been
Especially
proven
especially
wrong
with
every
Black
single
men.
time. You should know.
anybody, no matter who it is. You can be touched.
Exactly. And it's just like, it's sad because now, well, first of all, you have your daughter that's going to look at this viral video that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's going to come back to her.
It's definitely going to come back to her, and that's very unfortunate that she's going to have to see her father treating her mother in this manner, regardless of what the mom did. Yeah. That's not what the daughter's going to think about when she sees that.
No woman should be...
If she even hears the reality behind the story, that's not going to be what she thinks about and her lesson behind it.
You can't be choking no woman up like that. You know, so I don't agree with beating women at all.
Completely unacceptable.
You know what I'm saying?
But just the public display of what's happening, it's just, it was not okay to me.
It was all fucked. And the crazy thing about it, as on Twitter, right? So I'm on Twitter. I saw this guy, right? He posts, let me get back to this. He goes ahead and posts on his Instagram. Hold on, let me find this real quick.
Today, Junior?
Well, while you're looking.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, never mind.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
He said, not one man, even his bodyguard, stood up for that woman and told him what he was doing was wrong. This is what women mean when they say black men are trash.
I thought it just said men are trash. It didn't say black.
Well, it went into another spiel where it said black men are trash.
Okay, so men/black men are trash.
I mean,
and this girl's like, that is exactly what we mean. I'm like,
I get what they saying, but at the same time, how many times you been in a situation and you say that ain't got nothing to do with me?
Definitely. Wow. Fuck
Devontae
all that.
Davis a little big.
This nigga,
he's a little big.
He little. Don't get me wrong. He little.
But he's a champion.
But he's a 4-time world champion. Don't get me twisted. I don't know this woman. I don't know what this woman did. Somebody do something to my mama, I could fuck around.
Yeah.
I'd be wrong for it. I shouldn't have done it, but I might have overreacted and snatched the motherfucker up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he a 4-time world champion. He never lost.
I'm out of there.
He never been knocked out.
I'm out of there. I don't have nothing to say.
Some random person from the crowd posted, this nigga got his bodyguards with him, everything. You think you just go,
hey, stop that.
Hey, stop. And his bodyguards gonna let you get into the way? No, they gonna beat your ass.
You gotta get past the bodyguards before you even get to
touch
him.
Completely.
You know what I'm saying? Now, should his bodyguard have done something? Yeah. You should keep him out of the situations.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not, my thing about stepping in with stuff like that, she with that man right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You go in, you actually hit him, he beat your ass, or maybe let's say you beat his ass, which, come on now. What regular nigga going around fighting professional boxers?
Nobody.
World champions. I don't care that he 5'4" and 130 pounds. That nigga beat your ass.
Exactly. He does it professionally.
He fights for a living.
Yeah, I'm good on
nobody
that.
just walking around trying to fight professional boxers, professional MMA fighters. That don't happen.
I'm glad you kind of said that about his bodyguard stopping him. Anybody that you're on your payroll,
it's supposed to keep you out of them situations.
If they not, then it's time to.
You're not supposed to simply. I'm not. At least with my expectation, if I ever get to the point where I need a bodyguard, I want you to protect me from everything.
Yeah, from myself.
From myself. From my ego, from my anger. If I'm in a situation that I'm about to cause myself more harm, i.e. going to jail, facing litigation, all these kind of stuff, making a fool out of myself publicly, you're supposed to stop me from that.
Definitely.
Just shut it down. Shut me down if you have to.
Yeah.
Like, bodyguard's twice his size. They could have just mushed his head out the way. He'd have been fine.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? He could have sent them in there to come get her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Could have been handled completely differently.
Completely different. He didn't have to do all that. Now, facing charges. You're already a black man and you're already a boxer, so they think
you out here.
Exactly.
You crazy. You know what I'm saying? They think you are like that already.
Plus, okay, if we just look at on the side of domestic violence in general, there's absolutely no way that it's acceptable for him to be putting his hands on her.
No.
She has how many times watched the damage that he can do with those hands, and so to even think that he could possibly do that to her, he could literally kill her. We know that, in general, domestic violence situations, so frequently turn into the death of
and that's
the female.
exactly what that nigga was thinking when he walked up.
Exactly.
The nigga she was with, he was like, "Oh, yeah.
He's like, I gotta go.
Not
This
for
is
me.
not. It wasn't that good. Like,
Ain't
I'm
got
out of
shit
here.
to do with me." He got up out of there.
Man, and rightly so. But it's just that's not the kind of situation that you put someone that you care about with. If you care about her to the point of it bothering you that much that she's with you,
right?
That she's with this dude at this event.
Also, I didn't know. I just thought that was somebody that was just.
No.
She was with, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Also,
front row.
Javante was just really salty.
Nah.
He was salty.
He's salty.
Yeah,
Don't
he
be
was
disrespecting me like that.
He's very well seasoned.
Female, you unstable creature.
Somebody hit him up like, yeah, man.
Your girl here in the front row, my nigga.
Front row. Front row.
He was like, what? I'm on my way.
Right, he hopped in the Uber real quick.
You know, people be quick to instigate some shit like that. But people always talk about, maybe she feels worthless because no one gives a shit about her safety or well-being, and it's hard for her to leave. And I said, I totally agree with you about that, right? She may feel like that. But no man can change the circumstances for any woman unless she's willing to change. And willing to leave. And you still can't help anyone that doesn't want to, or maybe they're not ready to help themselves.
Right.
In most situations, we have to make a choice to be ready to leave and to be masters of our own fate.
I don't necessarily think she probably wanted to leave because, maybe I don't know and I'm being naive, but I feel like if I was a woman and I was in a situation where I'm dealing with a guy that had that much, money or fame or in power like that, it would be kind of easier to get away because you could just always use that over his head. Well, I'm gonna go to the police. But
and so that does happen.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of people just settle out of court instead of having to go through all this publicity and tarnishing of their name. It's like, hey, I'll just give you 100,000, and then you can't say anything about it anymore.
But then again, you don't know what they got going on.
Nope. It's crazy. But that was my thing though. Like, I don't know, for some random man or group of men to escalate that situation, you know what I'm saying? You don't know if his bodyguards got able to carry guns in public places like that because he's a celebrity and he's a world champion. You could get shot for helping this woman who gonna be with this man anyway the next day. No.
Yeah.
You don't put yourself in danger for somebody you don't know, and for somebody that's not. It wasn't like she was trying to get away.
Yeah, I feel like more than fans that were,
wrong.
spectators at the event, that I would be frustrated with for not doing anything. And it's not like the crowd was not outraged at it. You can see people turning around in the video like, oh my gosh, do you see this happening?
And then you're in shock when something like that happened. A lot of people, you're not thinking like, oh, I need to do something.
Exactly. My frustration goes only to the bodyguards and only to Javante.
Yeah.
If this were the Breakfast Club, you'd be getting Donkey of the Day.
He might have got donkey.
He probably did. I ain't listened today.
He went to jail, so he might get it tomorrow, low key.
Man,
definitely.
Got to be more careful.
So I know that we said we wasn't gonna trash black people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sorry, we gotta trash Terry Crews. We have to.
It's gotta happen.
We gotta. You know what I'm saying? Black women are not being protected. Goddamn Javante. Black women are not being protected, and I will speak on it to the day's end. My mama black. Right. I ain't got no sisters.
I got 6 of them.
You got hella sisters, nigga.
6.
You know what I'm saying? My mama black. He got 6 sisters. Well, I got 2 sisters-in-laws. They black. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But my grandma Mexican, so I'm women in general.
Women of color.
Women of color. You know what I'm saying?
And non-color. We like women.
We like women.
Shout out to women.
Shout out to all women. I love all women. Shout out to women in general, but in these situations, black women are not being protected. So Gabrielle Union, she gets fired. America's Got Talent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she goes out, she says, this is a racist and detrimental environment, and they're not treating black people how they should be treated on this show.
Not even black people, but black people and women.
Black people,
women.
Black women. You know what I'm saying? So she goes out, and all these celebrities are standing up for her. Even people on that network are standing up for her.
Exactly.
Different women, they're stepping up for her, saying, "Yeah, this shouldn't be happening. This is a travesty. She shouldn't have got fired," and everything. Uncle Tom,
Uncle Terry,
Uncle Terry goes on there, he goes on somewhere, does an interview, says before the interview, "My wife says I shouldn't say anything."
he should have listened to his wife.
Got a black wife. His wife says I shouldn't say anything. Goes in there and say, "Well, America's Got Talent never treated me like that. Every time I go there, I always have a good experience.
Terry.
I never seen anything like that on there. I don't know what she's talking about."
So here's my thing about Terry Crews. I always think he's kind of like doing something for. He's trying to protect his money. Like when you see him in movies, he's acting nothing against homosexuals, but he always got to play that type of role, So I can expect that from him. That sounds like something that he would say. He probably want to do some business with NBC or later down the line, or he probably got some business going on right now. He just trying to keep his pockets going, and I don't get it. I don't get it because
it's crazy. Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially she had already when he had his thing, some movie producer walked up and touched his balls and violated him, and he went on this Me Too movement thing about somebody touching his balls, and Gabrielle went and defended him already beforehand. Then for him to jump back and not defend her, why would you do that? Why would you let a nigga rub on your balls?
Wait.
First of all, this thing is 6'3", 6'4", all the muscles in the world. You gonna let this man just rub on your balls like that? Like, no. I don't know.
I mean, I think he kind of.
He different. He different, to say the least. I was like, how can you do that? Especially when she already defended you. You know how he sounded when he came up there? Oh, let me show you. Hold on, let me show you.
You pulling it up?
Let me show you. Yeah, let me show you.
Miss Mammy Titty, I miss you like I misses a rock in my shoe. Now, I ask you, who this nigga on that name?
Snowball. Wanna know my name or the name of my horse? You ask me.
That's who the hell you calling Snowball, horse boy? I'll snatch your black ass off that nag down here in the mud so fast make your head.
Steven.
That's his name, Steven. I can't remember his name at first.
Django here is a Freeman.
This nigga here?
That nigga there.
That nigga
Let me
there.
at least introduce the two of you. Django, this is another cheeky black bugger like yourself, Steven.
The NBC people.
Steven, this here's Django. You two ought to hate each other.
Calvin, just who the hell is this nigga you feels the need to entertain?
Django and his friend in gray here, Dr. Schultz, are customers.
I saw a
and they
meme
are our
where
guests, Steven.
they, put
and
his
you,
face in it.
old decrepit bastard, ought to show them every hospitality. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Him, I understand, but
What
I
was
don't
that,
know why I
Samuel
got
Jackson
chicken.
fan?
Yeah, I love Samuel
Why?
Jackson.
Do you
Samuel
understand?
Jackson, shout out to him. Great actor.
All these snakes.
Great actor. Oh, man.
But yeah, I just feel like in this situation, first of all, you should have listened to your black wife
Definitely.
and just kept your mouth shut.
Definitely.
If you didn't experience the
'Cause it's not-
same
it's-
situation, that doesn't mean that she didn't experience that.
Right.
And you just shut up.
Thank you.
She just supported you.
Thank
and you just gonna be like,
Throw her
no,
under the
she's
bus.
lying. That didn't
Yeah.
happen to her. You don't even have to say she's lying in order to insinuate she's lying.
Thank you.
You're not supporting her. Your silence would have been way more powerful.
So when they came out and asked him the question, or he just offered off information?
They did interview
They
him.
did interview him. Yep. But he offered that information up, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which kind of was like it was planned. Then he goes on Twitter to try to make an apology. That nigga D-Wade was like, man, somebody take this nigga phone. So funny that Duval was like, Duval DM Terry Crews are like, hey, bro, D-Wade told me come get your shit, my nigga. Then he posted the DM on Instagram. It was so
Oh my
funny.
gosh.
And then he wrote D-Wade like, "Hey, my nigga, I got your
I
back."
got you.
That's too funny.
It was so funny. So now we're gonna enter in a section of the so-called hood situations.
Repeat that for me.
Hood situations.
Explain.
So with this situation, we're gonna talk about situations, but when they happen, it happened in the hood.
Oh man.
So hood situations.
Hood situations.
It's hood situations.
It's hood shit situations.
Oh, okay. I feel you. I feel
Hood
you.
shit situations.
Okay. So what's the hood situation of the day?
Hood situation of the day. Okay. Let's say, let me think about this. Let's say, okay, I got you. NDB. What would you do?
Did you ask me because I stay on the east side of Detroit?
Yes, that's exactly why I'm asking you. This nigga, we doing a podcast at the house, right? This nigga walk in. He locks the screen door. This is the second time being over here. He comes in, locks the screen door. I'm like, bro, why you locking the screen
You gotta
door?
be safe out here, man.
He's like, bro, I live on the east side.
You gotta be safe. You gotta be safe.
So, hood situation. Let's say you had your homeboy is dating this girl. You didn't know he was dating her. He just, you know how niggas be doing. They just be keeping things
On the
low
low,
key.
on the low.
On the low. Then they be falling in love. Then he just pop out on Instagram with her.
Did she make it to the story? Or is she still on did she make it on the actual page? Did he post her?
Yeah,
or
he posted her. She on the gram. She on the
Oh,
gram.
is she on a highlight? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. She permanent?
Okay,
So
we
what
won't
about
say a
this girl?
highlight. She on the ground and used to be knocking her off back in the day. You know what I'm saying? She done did slip and slide and everything.
Ew.
So she was my bust down.
She was a soccer bopper.
Okay.
Soccer bopper.
And you asked me what I tell him.
What'd you tell him?
How is this my bro, or this just like a dude that I'm just like, and whenever
If
I
it's
see
your
him,
bro,
what
bro,
up,
I want to say your bro. If it's your bro, you have to tell him off rip. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want
You don't want to cause
best
no.
man
So is this
situations
just
happening.
The best man where he knocked off my man's wife.
So this just a dude that I
This is
just
a
be
dude you
seeing
cool
it.
with that you know. You know what I'm saying?
What I tell him?
What'd you tell him?
Probably not.
You want to say nothing?
Probably not, because what they got is what they got. You feel me? Like
Right.
they probably already had a discussion. If they knew they was finna link up with me, they must have already had a discussion.
What if they didn't? What if they didn't have that discussion? She didn't say nothing because she already knew. Like,
And he came to me like, bro, look,
say it's
look.
like our frat brother from, I don't know, who we mess with that we don't mess with.
You can't say their name now.
can't.
Yeah, say it's a frat brother from
Another school.
another school. Let's just put it like that.
Right.
It's another school.
Right.
And, you know, y'all
Man,
from
fuck
Detroit.
niggas, man. Niggas, man. I might want to bite down on her again.
No,
Y'all
fuck
are
that. Say it's from
actually terrible.
not our frat brother. Say it's from another fraternity.
Okay, yeah, really fuck niggas, man. What? I don't care.
Yeah, it's over for that. I should have said that. Okay, say it's another sigma. Okay, cool. Yeah, because another fraternity, it don't even matter to me.
Definitely don't matter.
Right.
But no, I probably wouldn't say nothing just off the simple fact that he probably really like
He
her.
really
I don't
like
want
her.
to. I don't want to shatter his.
Right.
You know. But
What if it don't work out and you could be like, damn, I guess I should have said something. My bad, bro. She knocking off somebody else.
Well, I don't think that that's valid. If it's a situation where it was like an old flame, like old, how far removed are you from it? Is it that like you were with her at the club last night and you know you all got into something, and then the next day she posted or he posts something with her in it, and it's like we've been together for a month, and you're like, oh well, while y'all been together, we've been together too.
right.
Then okay, she really ain't loyal. If we're just talking about like, oh, that's your ex, or not even an ex, but just somebody you have been with in the past, and now she with him, why ruin their happiness? Especially if y'all not even close enough where like y'all gonna be sitting watching a movie together or anything, like putting in some awkward situations.
I mean, but
Personally, I don't like to let niggas go around looking stupid. Everybody talk about you behind your back, and then you break up with the girl because when stuff like that happen, you know it ain't gonna work out because you know her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I know of a situation that's exactly like this. It's like probably dead on. And shit. And nobody said anything to him.
Why not?
Help me, nigga.
So, and they was looking good on the ground, you feel me? And everybody knew.
Right.
So when they finally told him, that kind of like messed up his confidence with her. You know, so
okay.
That's
I feel like I know who you're talking about now, Lloyd.
You probably do.
Damn.
And that's the only reason why, because like all this stuff die over. Like, you know, like definitely. After a while, don't nobody care, you know, but
you're right. Unless you be messed up over
some guys don't have confidence like that. So, you know, you tell them that stuff and then they just.
That's a fact.
It ruins everything for him because it's like, I don't even, you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. But once she found out she was everybody's trash,
everybody's trash.
Like,
Hobo ain't,
nah, really
Hobo ain't picking that up. You feel me? Hobo good on that.
Damn.
Man, so, okay.
You got another situation?
So you saying you're not going to say anything?
No, I probably ain't going to say nothing.
You are going to say something.
Hell yeah, I'm going to say something.
You going to say something.
Hell yeah.
You going to talk about it.
I'm a break his confidence down. Then I'm going to help him get a new. You know what I mean? I'm married, but I'm a good wingman.
You are.
I'm a good wingman.
You definitely are.
You be hooking people
I'm
up.
player. Mm-hmm. You know, so I'm married now, but I'm player. My mouthpiece game.
We got something to talk about.
Crazy.
Is it? Never mind.
What you mean?
You put me on somebody and dang what you saying they was. So like your wingman validation is kind of like
I don't know who you talking about.
I believe it. We gonna talk.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
I don't know.
You failed.
Next episode, everybody.
Right. We'll update you.
I'll get you updated. But I don't care what he's talking about. I'm player. You tell me what you want. I got all the confidence in the world. I go up to her and I spit it for you. And I've been doing it for a while. How long we been married, babe? Well, we've been together
almost 3 years. You ain't got to watch on while you looking at your wrist.
We've been together for a minute, so I ain't.
You don't know how long y'all been married.
Well, we've been married almost 3 years now. I meant to say how long we've been together.
I was trying to.
How long we been together?
Okay, I played Sigma.
Oh my gosh.
Spring 11. Yeah, I did like a year and a half, 2 years of playerness. Then was that 13? Was it 20? So it's been about 6-7 years.
What's the day?
May 24th.
Of what year?
2013.
And what was the time?
You are incorrect already.
May 24th of 2012.
There we go.
What was the time? Now, every nigga know the time.
1 p.m.
It was not 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Hey, you say 1 a.m.
You can't say that. My mama listening.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Her mama know the deal. My mama know the deal.
You are watching a master.
Mama, I know how I get down. Shout out to moms.
I'm proud of y'all. I wish I could get something in 7 years.
Maybe you can
days.
try to hook you up again.
Nah,
you better this time.
Nah. Oh man. You tell the world about how you made me how you set up Gigi for the her birthday.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Seriously,
you talk about you the best
romantic.
Wingman.
I'm romantic too. Don't get it twisted.
I feel like
I'm romantic.
You trying to start all these businesses and everything. You need to do
you need to be Hitch.
romance counseling.
Hitch. I could do Hitch. I think I want. You know what my first idea for the podcast was?
What?
The Fat Man's Guide to Macking Women. I wanted to do that.
That could be another one.
I just didn't know how I could keep going with episodes for that.
You just gotta stretch it. You break one part down for.
You know what I'm saying?
If you can.
Because if you fat, okay, I'm gonna tell you how to get women right. Quick. It's gonna be the Spark Notes version. Thug Notes. Thug Notes right here. If you ain't looking at Thug Notes
101.
Yeah, Thug Notes. They give reviews on books on YouTube. Look it up. So, what? You look crazy.
No.
He just looks like that.
So, if you fat and you want to get women, you can get any woman that you want. Okay, you can almost get any woman that you want. There's some women you're not gonna be able to get, but that's for anybody. There's some women that you can't get. Your money ain't right. If your money right, you can get any woman that you want. Okay, if you fat and your money right, you get any woman that you want. If you skinny and your money right, you can get any woman that you want. But if you fat, this is what you do. You gotta have personality, and you gotta be confident, and you gotta be clean. It's the only thing you gotta be able to talk. 4 things: personality, you gotta be able to talk, and you gotta be clean, and you gotta be confident.
Okay.
Those 4 things will get you any woman that you want.
Well, I think that even stretch to say that non-fat people could benefit from those tips.
Yeah.
No, skinny people don't have to work hard for women like.
What you
but
mean?
we still prefer them clean.
Come on, man.
We still prefer them
You
clean.
skinny, bro. You don't have to.
I be getting hoed out here, bro.
No, you skinny.
He do.
I be getting hoed out here, man.
When I walk into a room, right, don't nobody be like, "Ooh, he's sexy." Back when I was pimping.
No.
But
I must have just been a different one.
aw. But after I get done talking to her, she be like, "Ooh, I like him." And that's been my experiences in my lifetime.
My experiences.
You come in, you got your little 6-pack, walk in.
No 6-pack, first time. So you wrong right there.
Jordans on your feet.
Okay, right.
Fat people can't wear Jordans now?
Nah.
I'm like, you got
fat people can
plenty
wear
of pairs.
Jordans.
What you talking about?
I'm trying to think of skinny man traits. I can't. I'm just skinny. That's all I got.
Our skinny man traits.
Medium shirts.
All tight shirts, clothes all fitting and shit.
Your clothes can be tight too, E.
Nah, they don't look right. They don't look right. I gotta wear black. Clothes all fitting and shit. Nigga ain't even gotta wear a belt.
But you be clean though.
I do be clean.
Definitely say that.
I do be clean. And I got that good hair.
Yeah, whatever, man.
A little Berkshire now.
I ain't got the gel and the water in it right now. You know what I'm saying? But
I'll leave you alone.
Next section of the podcast, we're gonna do a prank call.
Ooh, are we?
Yes, we are. So we're gonna call a business. It's late, so I don't know if the businesses are gonna pick up, but we're gonna call a business anyway, and we're gonna see what they say.
Who's doing the call? Are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the call.
You're gonna do it. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do call a business. Give me 1 second while I find. I'm looking for a 24-hour place. Okay. Let's see.
If all else fails, we could call my
Brody,
mom.
we not calling your
Call
mom.
your mom, bro. This nigga, even though I know it would be great.
Man.
I know it would be great, but I don't know if we should do that. Okay, if they don't answer, we can call your mom.
You find somebody?
Yeah, calling a 24-hour McDonald's.
24-hour McDonald's.
Yeah. I never did this before. I never even used the Bluetooth on here yet. It's the first time.
You know niggas at McDonald's don't.
Their phone broken along with the ice cream machine.
The niggas turned it down on the ice cream machine. Like, fuck that. All right, they ain't answer. Okay, if we do your mom, bro, what you want me to say?
You just gotta say the worst shit possible. And then she gonna call me after. Like, all you gotta do is say, "Did you talk to Broderick? Oh damn, you talked to NMV." And she gonna call me and turn up.
All right.
She know you by NMV?
No.
Okay, I was about
y'all
to say,
to
like,
say my
dang.
name anyway. What's my mama name?
I'm about to call her and tell her you. Nah, I can't do that.
What you gonna tell her?
I was gonna say something I shouldn't say, but what should I say?
I got hurt at my new job.
No, bro,
Why you gotta get hurt?
We're not doing nothing where you get hurt. I just told you. We just spoke about
See,
people.
We gotta do
speaking-
something where you in trouble.
Speaking into existence.
Because we want her to be funny.
Yeah.
We don't want her to be sad.
Yeah, I
I'm in
wanna be
trouble.
sad.
Like, what you mean? Like
Like with the police.
all right, just say
What's your mind now? I'll be like, you got fired. Now I don't want you to get
Right,
fired in real life either.
No, but why would that doesn't even make sense. Why would the job call his mom? He a grown man.
Yeah.
So you could say that I was she always telling me stop speeding. I always be speeding. So
you got locked down?
Yeah. My license was suspended and
Niggas,
we need
license
like
really suspended?
Nah.
I
y'all put up some money to get me out, but we need like 500 more.
So is he calling as him or is he
Am I
calling from the
calling as
police
me?
station?
Yeah, call as you.
Okay.
All right, let's see how
Come
down.
on, cuss me on next time she sees
She
me.
sure is. Let's see how down.
Bro, I don't
your
want to
mom
do it with
is.
being
Go
me.
ahead.
I'm about to say my name, Jared. Does she know Jared?
She know Jared.
Yeah, she gonna cuss Jared out. This her number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it ringing?
It say it's calling.
I don't hear anything.
Me either.
Hello?
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 Yeah, is this Brody's mom?
Hello, who you want to speak to?
Can I speak to Brody's mom?
You got the wrong number.
She's about to call me. But just be like, no, this is important. Is this Sharita?
Okay.
This is really important. She's gonna turn up.
Brody, she about to beat you up.
Or she might cuss you out.
Hello?
Hello? Can I speak to Sharita, please?
Hello?
Can I speak to Sharita, please?
Okay. Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Sharita, please?
Hello?
Is this Sharita? This is Jared. I'm Brody's fraternity brother. Jared, Brody got locked up.
Who?
Broderick, he got locked up.
For what?
He was speeding, his license is suspended.
Huh?
He was speeding, his license is suspended. We almost got all the money, but we need about $500 more. He got into it with the police officer, and he got into it with the police officer. He was being belligerent, and he tried to hit
Can you take this phone? Because I can't hear you.
He got into it with the police officer. He was being belligerent. He tried to swing on the police officer, and they put him in the handcuffs.
What precinct is?
What precinct is this?
Huh?
11. It's precinct 11.
11th Street?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and he what now?
What'd you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Huh?
What'd you say? I didn't hear you. You not coming to get him? Your phone messing up. I can't hear you.
You say how much?
It's 500. Hey, bro, I don't think his mom coming to get him, bro.
Damn, mama. Damn.
Nigga, she's not coming to
She
get you.
not.
Nigga.
She's just gonna let she spend
Call
the
her
night.
back before she be going to the 11th.
She right now. She googling 11.
Oh, you better talk to her. Tell her we're on the podcast.
Hello?
Ma.
Huh?
I ain't in jail. We were doing the podcast, so there was like a little prank call. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It was a prank call, ma. Hello?
You better send her a text.
Ma,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
It was a prank call. What do you have to say? Can you hear me?
Get you phone.
It was a prank call. Whatever.
I don't know. Your mom don't love you, nigga.
Shout out to black moms.
Damn.
Fuck it.
But that didn't go as planned. You know, whatever. We'll try again next week, people. So we're gonna be wrapping up the podcast. I did want it's Black History Month, so I did want to have everybody give something important for them with Black history. I got a funny story, but I'll let NDB go first.
So what's the question?
So for Black History Month, tell us what Black history means to you, or something important, or one of your favorite memories from Black History Month.
Okay, what Black History Month mean to me? For me, I'm not going to say it's just like I don't want to be the guy to say, well, every day is Black History to me, you know?
Right.
But I definitely feel like this month does highlight things that we don't usually see on an everyday basis. Like when you look at TV or social media, you usually see rappers and dancers and stuff like that. But this highlights people that's under the bus, you know, people that really set the foundation for us to be able to be on TV and stuff like that.
Definitely.
This is my mom calling me right now. But so,
better go take that.
For me, Black History Month means just
about to get a whooping.
just the continuous empowerment of our people. One of my favorite memories of Black history is just being a part of the Black family at a PWI.
Okay. I
for
like
all that time, it's kind of you kind of see the bond that you make with people, and how closely knit that it is, and how long that family lingers on past that. So
Okay,
that's one.
What about you, babe?
So what were the options again?
So the options are.
we got Brody's mom calling
Should I
back.
answer?
Nah, you can ignore it.
Okay. Damn, Brody might gonna fuck me up.
She do love me, y'all.
Oh, man. So the responses were, what does Black history mean to you, or why it's important, or your favorite Black history memory?
Okay, so I think that Black History Month is important because I feel like I'm giving a speech at church or something. I feel like, no, because, you know, it started off as Negro History Week.
Right, yeah.
Before that, it was nothing.
Definitely.
Although we do obviously feel like our
Carter
education,
G. Woodson, shout out to him.
right? Although we do feel like our education and our accomplishments should be incorporated into curriculum year long, and a mandated portion of our our education as children.
Right.
I feel like we are, we're growing, we're getting there. We're at a month-long celebration of Black. This year we get an extra day with it being a leap year, so we got 29 days of Black. That's what's up. Like, I'm excited to be able to take, the next, you're about to see me try to do math, the next 25 days of the month, and, just highlight Black people, support Black people, just really, show that we are advancing, that we have always been advanced.
Definitely.
That, when slavery happened, they didn't just steal slaves. They stole doctors, they stole lawyers, they stole kings and queens, and then they made them slaves.
Right.
We weren't originally. That's not what our ancestors are. That's not what they were. So I feel like, Black History Month is very important. It just allows us to showcase and to shine without any fear or backlash of being too Black.
No.
This is our month. They gave us the shortest one, but we'll just have to take it. Maybe next year we can, in the future we can get Black History season, Black History semester, Black History quarters, and then
Definitely.
we can get up to being incorporated year round.
29 Days of Blackness. That's what we're naming this podcast.
I like that. This
29
episode.
Days of Blackness. That's some black ass shit.
Blackity black black black.
I'm black, yo, and I'm black, yo, and I'm black, black. So my favorite memory, and it's funny and embarrassing.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's so embarrassing.
It's pretty bad.
So when I was in elementary, at Urbandale, shout out to Urbandale. It's closed now, but that's my stomping grounds. When I was in elementary, what happened was every elementary school in Battle Creek did what was called the Quiz Bowl.
Yeah, the Heritage Quiz Bowl. I actually competed in it. I won it like 4 years in a row. My team. We always won. We always
Shiners.
Well, we did.
Nerd.
Yeah, well.
Nerd.
Better than how you look at the end of the story.
So I was rudely interrupted. So my school, Urbandale, all white teachers. I'm one of the few black people in the class. Me and it was a Mexican kid in there. He was on the team, I think. They broke down sections, right? And every student had a section that they had to learn. Your boy picked sports. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got the game, the tournament part. We in the first round. You know what I'm saying? And I'm answering all the sports questions, nigga. I'm hitting the button. I'm like, yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, Muhammad Ali. I'm hitting all the buttons, the buzzer, I'm getting them right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, hey, he know what he talk about. He know what he talk about. But we getting our ass drilled because no one else on this, it's like 5 other people. No one else is talking. I'm the only person on the team answering questions.
Sounds like they were playing my team.
I don't know. Fucking different. I don't know if we was like 8 or 9, 10. We was young. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe 3rd, 4th grade, whatever. So I'm looking at them like, shit. If I don't start answering other niggas' questions, we gonna lose the game. So they ask a question about who is a famous person in Battle Creek, buried in Battle Creek, and there's a famous revolutionary person buried in Battle Creek.
Mind you, it is the Heritage,
the Black
History Quiz
Heritage
Bowl.
Right? My ass ring the buzzer quick as shit. Confidently, I say, Mr. Kellogg. Nigga, when I tell you the whole fucking room just breaks out laughing at my ass. Mr. Kellogg is an old white man who invented cereal.
He ain't got nothing to do.
He don't got nothing to do.
First of all, he ain't black.
He ain't even black. And the person that they're talking about who's buried in Battle Creek is Sojourner Truth.
Oh,
now, there's a big ass statue in Battle Creek of Sojourner Truth.
It is the first thing you see when you get into Battle Creek.
At this time, it wasn't there.
Okay,
that shit wasn't there at the time.
It was beforehand. Okay,
You know
I'll give you that.
But the answers was Sojourner Truth. When I talk, everybody in the fucking room, niggas at other games turned over and was laughing at my ass. And I'm looking like, shit. I answered this shit wrong. Nigga, my mama was laughing at me, nigga. Like, why would you, where, I was like, shit, I don't know. Nigga, it's cereal all around. I'm trying to answer the questions right.
Oh, my gosh.
So, everybody laughed at me. And
so this is your most memorable black moment. How? Because you just was.
I just did some dumb shit, bro.
Did you commit yourself to learning more Black history facts after that moment? Did you grow from it?
I did grow from it, but it was more of me being nervous.
Did you learn anything about Sojourner Truth?
Yes. Fucking.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to make sure we grow.
Don't take none of this shit personal. It's just comedy.
But, so everybody laughed at me. And then afterwards, everybody like, so you did a good job, but we could see you didn't study none of the other questions.
All you knew was.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I knew. That's all I had. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to conclude, the first official episode of the Copacetic Hour. You know what I'm saying? If you have any questions, I want you guys to email questions to the Copacetic Hour
Right, we'd be happy
at
to address
gmail.com.
any topic.
Any topics you want us to get into, let us know, the Copacetic Hour at gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at the Copacetic Hour, on Facebook at the Copacetic Hour, and on YouTube at the Copacetic Hour.
And Instagram at the Copacetic Hour.
You want to give any shout outs for you, any of your credentials?
Shout out to his mama.
Yeah, shout out to my moms.
Who about to beat
she
his
about to,
ass.
she about to slice me up.
Get into
But
it.
I'm glad I got it recorded on here that I said we should not do that.
Right.
I want to say, just look forward to, I'm about to drop some music.
Okay.
So,
NDB.
NNB, you know. Follow me on Twitter at NNB_.
Is it NNB?
NNB.
Damn, I've been saying NDB this whole time.
Nickname Brody. So now y'all know who it is. So NNB_Brody. Yeah.
This shit is hot too. It's definitely hot.
Yeah. Just look out
he
for
got
it.
a classic on the way. He need to get it done. I keep telling him. He got a classic song that can make him famous. You know, so I can be his manager. You know what I'm saying?
Bet it up. Let's get it. Yeah.
Well, all
You know what I'm
right.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Hit us up.
You can follow all of my pages. For those of you interested in medicine and healthcare, you can follow me at Limitless Miss Medicine. For those of you needing photography or graphic design work or websites, you can follow me at Shuttershock MI. And for those of you just looking to see my pretty face, you can look at me at Limitless Beauty.
No, don't nobody.
Ladies, you can look at me at Limitless
Okay.
Beauty.
Good. All right.
I'll make the page private. Don't you worry, baby.
He said he about to Gervonta your ass in here.
You better not. You know better. My brother a black belt.
Man, fuck your brother. The fuck? Call my brother in this bitch. No, I'm just playing.
We don't want that.
This is the Copacetic Hour.
Tuning in to the Copacetic Hour.
This is the Copacetic Hour.
Why don't you just chill?
Why don't you just chill? Why don't you just chill?